Hello. Hi. Hiya. How are we? Let me use the other phone. Hello, my people. Good evening. If you're coming in, please let me know you're in and say hi, 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 Allah. Hi, hi, hi. Ah, she phone me kunisha. Bullshit. Phone me kunisha. Ekaleo, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. Ologi Temilolu Akayode, I can see you're watching. Just say hi. Hello. Hi, Ajoke. How are you, Ajoke? How has the day been for you all? Yes, I'm so tired. Let me drink water. Kubatilin. Hope everyone is fine. Yes. We have 3 topics to treat quick. Fast. It's like Yusuf, you're welcome. Let me quickly share this. Yes, you saw the 3 topics we have tonight. As you come in, just get yourself a cup of tea. Titilayo Shodipo, you're welcome. God bless you. You're welcome. So just get yourself a cup of tea or water so that we start chatting. This is just chatting. So that we don't sleep without doing something, Yes, we saw this news going around today about the care workers. I have told you people, if you're coming to the UK, the US, or wherever you're coming, if you're coming to this part of the world, you are coming to do something different from what you're used to in Nigeria. So we're talking about those care workers that have been sentenced to imprisonment for maltreating of vulnerable adults. Yes, and then the second one, it's about AY comedian and his wife. Then the third one, we want to talk about Mohbad's case, the update on the toxicology and autopsy results. That's what we have been waiting for. So we'll talk about those ones. So let's, first and foremost, you're all welcome, like I said. I've told us, let's come together as Nigerians and speak to ourselves. Most of these people watching me are Nigerians. And that's why I'm just going to make this particular one. I'll speak English totally so that we all will pick 1 or 2 things on this particular one. We know that, all of recent, they did the skilled visas, healthcare visas, bringing in people from all over the world, especially Nigeria. Nigerians came in, immensely because of the way, the way we do our things. It's an opportunity for us. We know what is going on back home. I still talked about our economy yesterday. I talked about insecurity yesterday in our country. So people want to come into this place, this area, because of job opportunities, because of security, because of the children, mostly. Most of us that left our country, our comfort zone, even when we had jobs, we came in purposely to give our children the best of life here abroad. Now, you people are coming into the country. Mostly I'm talking to the Japa people. If you're coming abroad, please lend me your ears. If you are coming abroad, this place is not for joke. Okay? There is dignity in labor here. I said it yesterday. When I got to Ireland, I lived in Republic of Ireland before, for years. So you should to me, thank you so much, ma. We sell all hairs, you know that. So, I lived in the Republic of Ireland for years. And I worked as a care assistant. I was a banker, a mortgage banker in Nigeria before I left the country. LBIC. So I was a mortgage banker. I came to Ireland and I started all over again. I went to the college. I did 1 year in college for care assistant role. And I did. I worked as care assistant. So there is no big deal about how you came into the country or what kind of job you do. I've seen so many doctors coming in before they perfect their papers to work as medical doctors. They take on all these jobs. So it's no big deal. It's just for you to understand the fact that you're coming into this country, you're working as a carer, know what it entails to work as a carer. Because you're coming into this country, you are not learning what it takes. Most of these people that are bringing in carers, care assistants with this jackpot stuff, they are not well trained. All these people are not well trained. They are not informed about what it takes. All they are here for is for the money. I want to come into to do the work. They've told you that you can make 12 pounds per hour, 15 pounds per hour. Or most of you have calculated the money. You don't care. It's when you get here that you get to see what it entails. You are not well trained about the job. Auntie Kemi Aganga, you're welcome, ma. You are not trained about the job. 4 Nigerians today, we read that they have been sentenced to imprisonment. What happened? These are care assistants working in Wolverhampton. It's even in my own area, Wolverhampton. These Nigerians work there in a care home. They work there in the care home, and there is a particular woman that, that the family felt that they have been maltreating. We work with vulnerable. I, myself, for now, I work with vulnerable adults. I work with vulnerable adults, and I know what safeguarding is all about. You don't joke with safeguarding in this country. If you have not been informed, if you have not been trained on safeguarding, please take your time to go yourself. Search. If you're coming in as care assistant, search, use your Google, and read through what safeguarding is all about. These guys, 4 of them, they didn't know that there is a camera that has been installed in the home of that woman. That there is a camera that has been installed in that particular place. And they will come in the morning, the way. Look, most of these people we work with, like I told you, I used to work as a carer. Even when I came to the UK, I still worked as a support worker, not a carer now. I worked in the hospital when I was in Ireland. So when I got here, I worked as a support worker in supported living accommodations. So most of the time, when you work, the mistake, most of them, why they are getting into this trouble is because they are coming in newly, and most of them are being sent directly by their agencies to do domiciliary care or working in, what do you call that? Placements, residential placements. When you go into working in residential placements, you are going to meet a culture there. They have a culture. Unfortunately, some of this culture are very bad, but you're going to be inculcated into it. We have seen a lot of documentaries about hospitals and care homes, how people are being treated. So when they come in and you work in that kind of an environment, I was lucky when I came into Ireland, I worked in the hospital. Because when you work in the hospital, you're working with nurses around you. Even if it is daytime or nighttime, there is no way you're going to maltreat a patient. And these patients just come in, they can spend 2-3 days or 1 week. Sometimes 1 month, it depends on their situation. But most of them, when you work with them in the hospital, it's easier for the nurses to watch over you and see how you perform. Your performance is being seen by all. And then in the ward, it's not only one person that will be in the ward. Do you understand? So many times, maybe I was lucky because I didn't work as a carer in Nigeria. I worked as a banker. You understand? So we all came in and we just jumped into it. That's the thing that we can work as at that time. Now, these people that what happened to these people? I've said it before. There were 4 of them before, 2 or 3, that they caught like that. They went into the room. So when they send them to all these care homes, residential placement, there are lots of people that in the mornings, when you come, your task in the morning are so enormous. You as a care assistant, yes, maybe you have about 6 or 10 adults to wash and clean in the morning, because you do their day-to-day activities for them. You support them with their day-to-day activities. Some of them cannot wash themselves. You have to do them. You have to change their pads. These are things that are entailed in being a care assistant. Before you become a care assistant, know that you have passion for that job. When we came in, we didn't have the passion. We just wanted, activities of daily living. You're right. Ewatomi Adufe, Akimbo Boye. Welcome, ma. Activities of daily living, ADLS. So, most of the time, all these things, you have to perform. So, when you go into a nursing home, in the morning, you do their washing, cleaning, and, pad changing, movements, and all these things. In this video that we saw, that it's so gory that I can't show, we saw one of them eating the woman with a pillow on her head, using the pillow to hit her head. Using restraining, you don't restrain them, because by the time you put the side, what do you call that? Please, nurses that are here. You know when the beds, side, I don't know what, when you pull it up, that side something, for the 2 sides. Their bed is just little bed, and then you have these sides. You don't put it up because you're restraining their movement. Rails, thank you, Salami Odusi. You don't put out the side rails most of the time. You don't restrain them. Most of you are not trained, because by you doing that, I know most of you will say, because some of them will want to jump down. You are dealing with vulnerable adults, because most of them have dementia. They do not know what it is. They don't know what they are doing. Most of the time, they have dementia. I used to, when I was in Ireland, we work with people like most of those old people that we work with. Most of them have dementia. And when you have dementia, when it gets to the last stage, it becomes terrible. If you are not patient, you can't work with people with dementia. You have to be extremely, extremely patient, and you must have had a passion for that job before you go into it. Because most of the time, it is, okay, you can imagine somebody, you have put them to bed in the night. Okay, good night, good night. Some of them, you don't restrain them because it's not on their care package for you to restrain them. It's not in their support plan. Sorry, it's not in their support plan for you to restrain them. Bukola Adeloye, thank you very much. But because you don't want trouble, you have so many to take care of. You just, once you have them washed, you just pull the rail up, bam, 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 not even minding what it is in their care plan. You don't care. You don't look at care plan. I've gone to one of these places. You know what I do. Most of you that work with me, that come on my program, you know what I do. I've been there before with all these jackpot people that, And I asked a question because we went in for quality check and all that. And then I just asked one of those, carers. You understand? This person, what's is in his care plan? And she goes, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just started work not up to a week. You don't know, and you are, just 2 of you are looking after this person. So what happened? If this person, if there's any challenging behavior, what can you do? What do you know that you do? And she said, I'll call my manager. Is that right? No, because they have not been trained about care plan. So most of them, it's not their fault. It's because of the people that are bringing them into this country. They give them crash training. It goes beyond just having care, having crash training for these people. It goes beyond that. Because these are the kind of trouble you get on the job. If anything happens, like I don't joke with my PIN. I don't joke with my registration. So even if my manager says, do something, I'll still look deeply and say, no, okay, this is my own registration we're talking about, not you. Adebisi said they gave them training, but they are nonchalant. They had nonchalant attitude. Some of them do not have enough training. Taiwo Professor said, yes, so you don't even bedroll to secure them in the US. The government says you are restricting them. You are restricting them. Some of them, it's restriction. So it's for you to look after them while they are on bed. These are not stable. This has to do with mental health. You need to look for diversionary method to distract patients like music, massage, and playing games. Do you understand? They have techniques. They have, that you can use in so many ways. But these people, one of those videos, we saw that there is restriction with, the rails up. Then we saw, why would you eat an old woman with a pillow on her head? Let's even forget about the job. Let's forget about you working as a carer. Now think about that person as your own mother. That this is my mother, and we know, back in Nigeria, we even call them witches. We know, you all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Because most of them, they will start saying things that happened when they were babies. Some of them will start saying, I want to see my mommy. I've worked with one before, very, very long time. They will carry all their loads. I'm going to see my mommy. When a woman of 95 is saying, yeah, my mommy is calling me, let me go and meet her, this. It is not her fault. It's because of her dementia. You need to know how to talk to them, how to calm them down. Some of you will restrain them from going out. It is restriction. You don't do that. If they don't have doors in place, you don't do that. Most of them do not even know what it is. Deprivation of they don't know. So most of them now, all of this will be instituted in the care plan when the patient is admitted. That's it. Fola Shade Adeni said, Auntie Ajoke, but our old people back home don't have dementia. They do. This machine now, Mama flag. They are flagging us. Our old people have dementia in Nigeria. We have dementia back home. But because we call them witches, have you forgotten? So many of our old people we have stoned to death. You don't know? Most of these people that you see on this, because I do see some of them in the news, they will say, one woman, ìyá kan ti kà, wọ́n ti jùkò fún, ó ti kà, ìyá koko ò kà, ó ti ìyá ti dàgbà, dementia ló yọ ìyá lẹ́nu, ìyá ti sọnù lọ́nà. They miss their way, they'll carry their load and start walking around. And we call them witches. We start, throwing stones on them. So many times, do you understand? So many times, they do, but unfortunately not diagnosed. Yes, they're not diagnosed. That's why we call them witches. They still do it in Nigeria till date. They'll still see them on the way. People, I saw there was one that went to Oriyomi Hamzat. I said, this woman has dementia. She's not a witch. She has dementia. We don't know. So most of these people, let's come back to our care workers. Where is the thing? Wejo. Uni. Ejo no. Ta ló ṣọ̀tá mi no. Má dẹ̀ mú nǹkan síta pé mo fẹ́ kà síta. Má dẹ̀ máa wá tì. Ayé mà níkà o. Ẹ gbà mí o. Hey. It's not nice. I don't know. Àbí mo tún jù yẹn sínsìn. mo tẹ̀ rí nísinsìnyí ẹjọ́ má bínú tèmi ẹjọ́ yín tèmi torí mo rí nísìnyí mo tún jù sí ọlọ́run ṣàánú mi ara ó ti ń rẹra o àbẹ́mi náà ti ní dementia ni okay because I really want to read it out to us and see what their offense gone which has to do with okay, this is it. They look glasses. Oh. These are the people. Look at them. 4 of them. Look at them. 4 Nigerians. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I'm showing your faces. It's not just to laugh at you. I pray that we don't, get into trouble, doing our own job, looking for our daily bread. You understand? But we just need to teach ourselves. This is a platform where we give awareness on things like this. Because so many of you that are coming or that you're new in this country, be careful. Deprivation of liberty is a big deal here. Safeguarding is a big deal here. If somebody does not have those in place, don't restrain them. Look for ways to manage their behaviors. Okay? They said footage shows the moment 4 Nigerian care workers maltreated and abused an 89-year-old grandmother who suffered from dementia. Did I not say it? Dementia in the UK. Harrowing footage showing an 89-year-old grandmother suffering from dementia being abused by 4 Nigerian carers after her family became suspicious of bruises on her body and hid a camera in a bedroom. So most of them, you don't know that most of these homes that you go, people, they now know that most of you carers do not do your care job well. You are not real carers. You don't love the job. You're doing it for monetary purpose. So now families are taking it upon themselves to put hidden cameras in the home. Some of you, you're saying you're working with vulnerable adults, you're waking them up, you just carry them from the bed, push them. Even when they tell you, I don't want, please leave them alone. Come and learn. When you go into your citizens' place, we call them citizens here, some call them clients, you understand? When you go into their homes, for you people that are doing domiciliary care, when you go in the morning and they tell you, I don't want to have a wash, it's their own choice. It's a thing of choice. Sometimes we make our own choice. That doesn't mean our choices are right, but it is our own decision. Except if that person has no capacity at all, and it is in their care plan that they lack capacity, and then, you know that somebody that lacks capacity, you can support them. Residents, thank you. So, when you go in there, first and foremost, take care plan. It's very, very important. Read your care plans. If they send you somewhere, you're not too sure of that person, ask your boss that sends you there that, look, I'm not capable of this job. I don't know this resident. I don't know this patient. I don't know this citizen. I cannot do, because I need to read the care plan. Let them know you know your stuff up there. Be sure of what it entails. Some of you will manhandle them on the bed by rolling them and rolling them and rolling them like as if you're a rolling ball. No, that's why manual handling is very, very important. Get your manual handling on point. Tell them I cannot do it alone because if it's part changing, we have to be 2. Do you understand? You slap them. Joke Bada, Owolabi said, and we are quick to slap or smack them. It's an abuse. You can emotionally abuse a vulnerable person by giving others food where she is or he is, and then that person is just waiting because maybe that person has threw her food away earlier on or threw the food on the floor. Because one of your patients or your residents, earlier on in the morning, threw the food on you, does not mean you should not serve that person in the afternoon. Some of you will psychologically abuse that person by depriving them of their lunch or dinner and saying you're punishing them. Who are you to punish them? You're paid for the job. We all meet all these things when we work. Sometimes you go to people, the way they talk to us, we're like, okay, we understand. So most of the time when we go visit most of these homes, we tell the carers, just know what you're doing. You understand? You know they have their rights. So when somebody does have capacity, when they tell you, I don't want my medication, please leave. Go and record it. Make sure your recording is intact. Record it. Tell your boss about, or your manager or whoever is there, that look, this person is refusing medication. And never give medication if you're not medically with medication training. If you don't have medication training, do not give medication. If they tell you, no, I don't have the training, I'm sorry, I don't have the training. Because if anything happens, you're going to be liable. So when you go into the room of that person in the morning and they tell you, I don't want to bath, I don't want to have my watch, get out, they can yell at you. Leave them, give them their space. The only person that you can do anything with is somebody that has no capacity. They have the right to refuse their ADL activities. That's it. Because it's a matter of choice. Sometimes I don't bath because it's my choice. So why will I force somebody else to go to have their wash when I know I don't wash all the time myself? It's a matter of choice. If you go in the morning and somebody says, I don't want to change, I want to be on my 90 all day, it's a matter of choice. In as much as you record everything and let your manager know about what is happening. Be careful. You don't eat anybody. You don't smack them. Who are you to do that? If you are not capable of doing this job, please don't do it. This is a job that entails compassion. You have to be compassionate to be a carer. If you are not that kind of a person that's patient, like me, I can't work with little children. That's why I will never do children. I can't go to children's, no. Because I'm too emotional, like our own kind of job. I'm just too emotional. I can't do children's. And that's why I didn't go to children. So you should know what you want. I know some social workers that they'll say, because children's money, their pay is higher than, we adults. And they go into it, but every night they cry their head out. I can't do that. No, I'm too emotional for children's. I can't. So that's why I can't do it, because I have my children at home. I will have children at work that I will have about how many children to and then I will start crying when I get home when I think about them. No, I can't do it. It's too much for me. So know your weakness, know your strengths. If you are coming to this country and you feel that maybe even you went there, some of you cannot even do that job. Some of you will put spit in your mouth. They put spit in their mouth and like, because of you want to change their pad. Why do you have to go into it? Because we are not used to it back home. Even our old parents, we get house help for them. Even our children, our babies that we had when we were in Nigeria, most of us we didn't take care of them. It's house help. Our grandmother, may my own grandmother's soul rest to continue to rest in peace. She was there for me all through. So when I went to Ireland and I had another baby, it was strange. So some of us cannot even change pad for children, not to talk of adults. So why coming into it? There are different ways of coming into this country if you know that you are, or if you get here and you feel that, I can't do this job. Instead, okay, you said you can't handle childcare, very challenging. Olateji Salami said. Some of us cannot do it. So you come in the morning, somebody says, I can't have my wash, then you just say, that's your business. Just, you leave them. That is what these people did. Even think about it, your own mother or father, as old as they are, would you do that to them? Let's just put ourselves in people's shoes. That is the empathy we are talking about. Put yourselves in their shoes. If that is your own mother or father, will you treat them that way? Always think about all these things. Because as I said, I'm not eating this morning, so in the afternoon, you won't serve me. You're psychologically abusing me. That's neglect. And it calls for safeguarding. Some of you are doing waking nights. Waking nights means that you're being paid to sit down and watch over your patient or your citizen. But you go to the work, what you do is you're on phone 24/7 in the night, and then once that person sleeps, that's your resident sleeps, you just carry your pillow and the bed sheets or whatever, and you sleep. If you're caught, you are in trouble. Japa generation, I'm talking to you, please. If it is the culture of that organization that you're working with, please don't go into it with them. Be your own person. Be unique. Even if you can be a whistleblower. Because if it happens and they are caught, you might go with them. Because you don't keep that. When you know this is what they do there and you keep quiet, you too, you are culpable. So you should be careful. You're paid to look after that person all night, even if that person is sleeping. If your resident is sleeping, your payment is called waking night. But some of you will go there and just if anything happens in the middle of the night, Inko, if that resident, if there's because some of them do have epilepsy thing, if it does happen, because you say maybe they have a technology on their bed that will alert you and all that. If that doesn't work, Inko, anything can happen. Or they fall off. Don't you know you are in trouble? You have to be careful. If you cannot do this job, please don't do it. Some of you, let me tell you, you are coming in. You are deceived by the money you see with because you're going into their homes and you're seeing these old people with so much money. And they'll say, take money, and you will take it. That is stealing. That is financial abuse. You will get into trouble. I'm telling you, don't take money from them. People with dementia will forget they give you things and you get in trouble. Be careful. These ones now are going to jail. After that, but now they will be deported. There is no two ways because they don't have papers to live in this country, most of them. Or if they do, if they are, British, maybe they might stay. But if they are like people that just came in with the jackpot generation thing, that means after that, all the money wasted because most of you sold your houses. Like I said, I understand why you left the country. But please get proper training for this. Get proper training. If the company that brought you to this country, if they are not doing well, look for another one. Get proper training. Get a good job and know what you are supposed to do. Care plan is very important. Don't give medication if you are not trained on medication. Please, please, and please, make your recording every minute. Recording, let it be on point. Talk to your manager. If there's any problem, if you're having any concern, speak with them. If you think you cannot do something, let them know. Never do, once it's in their care plan that two people, don't do it as one. Changing of parts, maybe you have to be two. Tell them, insist on two people. That is manual handling. Get manual handling training because of your own back. Don't say, I'm a Nigerian, I've eaten akpu, I can carry, I can do the... They know how to use people. They will use you. So please don't do that. Think about your own back too. Because you get home and then you're tired. And then please, Nigerians, stop overworking yourself as carers. I know you want to make all the money in a year. You want to make the money, that all the money you are... Please. You cannot be doing 7 days a week or 6 days a week. You will kill yourself. Care job is not an easy task. That if you're doing it with all your heart and might, please be careful. That's that for that. I wish them all the best, these people. But for us that we are all here, please let's learn. And if you're confused about anything, call people that understand and they'll put you to. Thank you very much. The second one is Amebo AY. AY comedian. We all know Ayo Makun. The AY comedian, lovely guy, fine boy, rich boy, omo worry bobo. AY and his wife, nobody to be watch abayele new. Like we were like, what happened? They said AY, that AY's wife came online and announced that if anything happens to her, hold somebody responsible. There's only one person to be held responsible. That was what she put on her Instagram. Are you guys here? I can't see any comments again. Please, comment. Let me see you're still watching me. And she went on her Instagram page. You know, most of this our wedding now. The only place we do wedding is on social media. The only place when wedding scatter is on social media. We don't have family again. Family line is gone. No more family that you will go. I know during our own time when we were like, coming up, as at that time, when you have a problem in the family, that's a wife and a husband, people that the wife will call are the husband's relatives. The father, the mother, or the sister-in-law, and cry out that, mi o mo nkan to nse baba yi o, ìwà burúkú tó ń wù nlere o. Do you understand? Okay, thank you. It's just like I need to be seeing comments. I need to be seeing you sending me love and like, please, so that because they are flagging us most of the time. That's why it goes off. So now is the social media that is the family home, where anybody that wants to announce wedding first is here. When they want to announce breakfast is here. So today, one thing about Aramide Mayegun, my darling sister, how are you? One thing about Ayo Makun that we have learnt, we've heard before. Allegedly, they said he's a wife beater. Most of the time, when he has any problem with any of those celebrities, when they are sending missiles to themselves, those missiles, shades and all that, they will say, you two, you are talking, you wife beater. So they're always saying he's a wife beater. That we don't know. Today, we just saw a post where his wife, his beautiful wife, that girl fine. If I always think that she's not the mother of the daughter, but of that big girl, their first child. Because they just had another child after about 10 years of delay. Or 12 years of delay. Another child just came in. So just about a year. So what could have happened? And then I know that they lost their house about 4 or 5 months ago when, it engulfed by fire and all that. So what happened? We don't know. Now, she came online this morning and but of recent, I've been seeing her pictures. Normally, most of the pictures most of them do post, it's with the wife with her lovely shape. In fact, maybe it's a lie or not, I don't know. But that girl said she has never done BBL. She has never gone under the knife. But that looks like a lie. That sounds so much like a lie, because when you are not just Adetone, I don't know. Oh, sorry. Did I say just Adetone lies? No, I don't know. Maybe she exaggerates, not lying. But so I'm like, how can you say that this your shape is from God? Like, this shape looks like something that man made, that somebody has touched. That doesn't look like follow come from heaven, you know. Ó dàbí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tún èèyàn mọ̀ ṣe mọ̀. Ó tí ẹ dúró dáadáa o. Our own is not yama package o. She did her own well. Wọ́n bá wo bó ṣe ṣe ni wọ́n cover by. Ọmọ yẹn fine. Ó wá pupa, ó wá ga, ó nà báyìí ni, ó dúró. Sẹpẹ́ bá gbọ́, sẹpẹ́ figure 8. Get yẹn ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. But, you know, she said she didn't do any operation, that it is that's the way she is, that God brought her like that. I'm like, hey. Anyway, our own is better than that one that was crying online and people are doing, you like pitying for nothing. I understand, you know, I'm just going to divert a little bit. So this interview of, what's her name again? Oyedeji. What's that girl's name? Girl to shady to show you that she said people are laughing at her, you know, calling her out. Please, who knows her name? That actress that just had an interview and talked about her disabled child that died. What's her name? Adedeji. Ẹjọ́ ẹran mi létí, ẹjọ́ kí ló kọ lady yẹn. Mo fẹ́ really sọ̀rọ̀ nípa interview yẹn. I will go back to Ayo's own. You know, when we are doing Amebo, we'll touch everywhere, we touch it. But that one is going to be another day, though. But I just want to touch it a little bit for us that Olaide Adedeji, thank you so much. Toyin show to me. Olaide Adedeji. Look, I know Olaide Adedeji came online to have an interview. And I saw so many of our people that are saying, oh, you see now, you don't know what people are going through, and you'll be laughing at them, you'll be abusing them. Come on. No. Olaide, when you listen to our interview, I know she tried in as much as possible. She's an actress. That is the truth. They are. And the time when first I said, did I see her nakedness? No, I said she looks sekpe figure 8. That she's beautiful. Looking at her from outside, the Nimo saw, mommy. So, you understand? Olaide Adedeji has been getting backslash, not because she lost her child. No. Don't mix it up. She's an actress. She came online to seek public sympathy. I know it's a body. I know it's alive. But because of the fact that people are always saying, why are you always naked? Even the interviewer asked her, after all the cries, that why are you always, people are always saying you are always naked. Because you have done your body does not make you go naked on the internet, saying you are advertising for somebody. Now, going to her interview about losing a child. I'm sorry about that, Olaide. May God give you the fortitude to bear the loss. Because no matter how we want to look at it, nobody forgets that. It's not an easy thing to lose a child. I lost a child of 8 months, and I know what I went through at that time. 8 months old girl. Do you understand? Because I was already getting used to her. I loving her. And you know, there's no way you can't carry a child for 9 months. And then this particular child of ours was a special child. Do you understand? Was a special child. But believe me, special children in this part of the world are well taken care of. In fact, parents of those people are also well taken care of. So Olaide must have enjoyed all that as at that time, okay? But there and then, she lost a child. Sorry about that. But that is not why we had that interview. The interview was to talk about you as a person. I know you remembered, you said it was, she brought that story because of, thank you so much, Aramide, God bless you. She talked about that because she said, Gist Lover, you know, mocked her about that child, saying she was on drugs. That was why how she had the baby. No, not that. Forget about that one. But don't let us cover that child's deaths, because you have moved on. You already have about 4 other children. You've moved on. So, talking about that one and using it to cover all these things doesn't work well. And then, talking about the just ex, that one, the last ex, because she had 2. The last ex, talking down on him, saying is the worst thing that has ever happened to you. I don't know what you went through in your marriage, but if that one too come out to talk, the guy had even updated and said, updated his, put an update on his platform and said, if me I talk, na go say I don't talk. You understand? So it goes a long way. We understand. You are an actress. So I understand where you're coming from. Let's go back to Ayo so that I don't mix. So they have always said Ayo is a wife beater. Anytime he has any problem with any of these artists, that is what they do call him, that he will not sort of wife beater. So the wife came online today and made a post that really raised eyebrow in the morning and said, if anything happens to me, hold only one person responsible. As at that time, nobody knew who to hold responsible. How can you say we should Talamalo hold responsible? When Mohbad was about to die, when they were dealing with him, he said, if anything happens to me, all the Malians and Naira Marley responsible. And then we saw another video, another audio of him and his wife having a problem with the record of, if anything happens to me, it is you. So that's why people are dragging those people that he has said hold responsible. Now, for her to have said, if anything happens to me, hold somebody, is only one person you should hold responsible. People were like, who could that be? And then they now thought about it. The only person, one person, hold only one person. The only person that's close to you is your husband. In that, she said, the threat in her update, she said, the threat to my life is actually getting out of hand. And if anything happens to me, there is just one person to be held responsible. Headed to the police station. She said she was going to the police station. Now, being abused mentally and all round for way too long, and I've had enough. Look, marriage, just like when I talked about abuse, in the first topic we talked about with vulnerable adults, abuses do happen in marriages, like and we talk about it so many times on this platform. No, abuse is an abuse. Mental abuse can mess up with your head. If this girl says, I've been mentally abused, she is going through emotional abuse and psychological abuse. That is why she has cried out to you. It's not only when a man beats a woman that makes that person an abuser. No. So many ways a man or a woman can abuse their partners. By neglecting them, by talking down on them, you can emotionally abuse that person. Or for somebody like Ayo, I'm just guessing, maybe numerous cheating allegations and all that. Infidelity in the marriage could cause mental abuse for any woman. There is financial abuse too. I talked about financial abuse when I was talking about the vulnerable adults. So there are lots of abuses that these women can go through. So when I do say it, if you're in a marriage, if you feel that you can handle emotional abuse, then good for you. Some women cannot. They don't have the balls to do it. No. So if you are capable of handling it, like our mothers, because our mothers handled it, that was why they could stay for years under our fathers. our fathers abused them mentally, emotionally, neglecting them at home. Even when the moms comes in and say, daddy wa, dekpede, abi kí ló fẹ́ fẹ́ òṣì. Ìwọ ló máa kọ́ mi níbi tí mo máa lọ ní àbí ibi tí màá ti dé ni. So those were the things that our mothers went through. And some women in this millennium are still going through it. So we don't know what she's going through that she wrote that day. So when people were still doing baby, could it be like Yinche? Could it be Ayo and Abi? Could it be that they have started having problem? Because by the time we are hearing twe, we have to be careful. And then for her to have written that out, there is fire on the mountain, run, and we heard that Ayo ndo fo, only Ayo. It's not me that talk it. They said Ayo, only undo fo, not that one, other ones. That's the way he's doing his thing up and down. The way Ayo Makun, that's AY Kobedia. That the way he's doing his thing everywhere. That fear will catch you. That I cannot even hold his thing in one place. Maybe part of what the girl has been going through. There was a rumor some time ago that, the girl packed her things and left home. Years back, about 3 or 4 years ago. But they covered it up. But now, for the girl to have said that she's going to the police station, because this has to do with threats to her life. Who is giving that threats to her life? Could it be the girlfriends of Ayo? All the people that he has been sleeping with. And they want, because most of these people, they want the wife there, all these girls outside. If a man, all these men that their eyes will not be just become, for them to have a wife and, be faithful. Just be faithful for once. Be Jesus Christ. How can you people not be Jesus Christ for once? Like women. But you, men, they cannot be Jesus Christ. So they want to be doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Anyway, we were still saying Kulibi. We just saw that they unfollowed each other on Instagram. Hey, Ashiribatu. You follow me, I follow you. Unfollow you, I unfollow you. You unfollow me, I unfollow you. But she unfollow Aramon, Lobatu Ashiri. Now give us a clear picture of what is going on. We say there is problem. There is problem. Wahala. Nínú ilé Ayo Makun. So they have unfollowed each other. So this drama is just about to unfold. We want to watch. Though, gẹ́gẹ́ bí abiyamọ that I am, I want to beg you, Mabel, ìyàwó Ayo, please, Mabel, keep your story outside social media. I know you have already given us an hint. Our noses are everywhere now doing like this. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Tell la ṣe mọ̀ pé ẹ ti unfollow ara yín. But if you want to be very diplomatic, use May Edoche's style. It kills this man. Hi! Use May Edoche's style. Kill them with your silence. Use Funke Akindele's style. Kill them with your silence. Because if you come to us on social media and tell us everything that Ayo has been doing, we will help you to elaborate it. Let me drink water. That is what we are here for. Online in-laws. We tend to destroy. We are not out to mend marriages. Angel of Darkness is so much on social media. So, my darling, whatever your husband has done to you, Mabel Makun, whatever the situation is, please seek for therapy. if you have been going through emotional abuse for a very long time, that you have been unable to speak to anybody, I know it's not easy. It's easier said than done. If I were in your shoes, maybe if the only thing that makes me happy is to come to social media and tell the whole world. But I tell you one thing, it will destroy it more. Even they rely on you that you too, you went to do body. You remember Medoche? When her husband wanted to finish her, he came online and said, Shebi she went to do her body for man friend. Did she answer? She just did like this. They pepper your body. As if they paying you, it they sweets me. As if they sweets me, that's why they paying you. As if they paying you, it they sweets me. As if they sweets me, that's why they paying you. That thing can pain. So they will buy what they will sell what you did not bargain for by lying on you. In fact, by the time Ayotu will come out and start spitting his own, it will be your Ledoshe's own will be a child's play. So please, let's fight it inside. I am not saying mend a bad marriage. I'm not saying mend an abusive marriage. I'm not saying mend a toxic marriage. No, I will never advise any woman to stay in a toxic marriage. Because even the children that you're rearing are seeing all these things. A child reared under a toxic home will become a toxic adult. Those ones are the ones that lack empathy. They lack love because they never had it. They lack love. They never had it. So any child that is being trained in such a home where there is bass on their mother, or where mom cries morning till night, even though they have not touched her, but because she's emotionally abused by her husband, those children don't come out well. So I would not advise you to stay in such marriage. Maybe you need a separation. Please give it to yourselves. Maybe by the time you come back, ori ayo ati pe. Tori oba de fe pe mo lai lai. So be it. But this one that has come to, they want to kill you. Let it go far. It go far go. Kilo fa killing. If anything happens to me, quick pa, long. Ayo kilo to fe pa yawo e. Ayo ma kun e why comedian? Why do you want to kill your wife? Why? Why do you want to kill her? Kilo she fun e. Ayo don't care o. Kilo fa to fe pa. So for the two of you, I pray that we don't have dirty February, because January is about to finish. Maybe it's February, we'll carry all the matter, we'll be settling. But yeah, your matter now we go settle all to February. So for the two of you, I wish you all the best. But I pray that, you don't get it too dirty. Try and settle behind these cameras, because we are here to hone the what do you call this? The lights. Ring lights. We are here to hone the ring light. That's why Ayo Makun wants to be sitter. Ile Ayo Makun not to fe daru. Agbadura ko daru. A man to igi ni. So now to Baba Mohbad's case. Mohbad, eba mi pe tawon Mohbad wa o. Mo rí oríṣiríṣi leni. Ẹ̀yin tí Baba Mohbad ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. It is well with our soul. Yes, we saw that the police gave us an update today about Mohbad. They gave us an update about Mohbad's case. We know we have been waiting for police reports about Kilon Shele now. You can't just keep us like that without hearing anything from you. You have kept quiet for too long. Kilon Shele baba now. Kilon Shele si bon kokon. The police have been keeping quiet. It's only hearsays, from all these bloggers that we don't trust what they say. But the police have come out today to tell us that, look, don't worry, we have an update for you. So Ejekin will update here. That is let me read out the update from the police today. Thank God. Updates. The police are saying they are yet to receive autopsy results. Report, says the police. Lagos Police Commissioner Adegoke Fayode yesterday said that the result of the toxicology test of late musician Ilerioluwa Aloba alias Mohbad, which was conducted abroad, was still awaited. So, you remember we said it that time that the police said they took the sample for toxicology abroad because the NSTARS protesters burnt down the only forensic center we had in Lagos State. They burnt it down during NSTARS. So all these people, they have no choice than to take it abroad, get the samples abroad. Do you get me? He said, he disclosed that while responding to question on the state of the investigation into the singer's death, Fayo Ade said, contrary to insinuation, what was being awaited was the toxicology results. Do you know? So they have the autopsy. That's what it means. Okay. Fayo Ade said, contrary to insinuations, what was being awaited was the toxicology results, adding that it was done abroad because hoodlums raised the state-of-the-art forensic laboratory in Lagos during the NSAS violence. I said it. Please comment. Comment, let me know you are watching. Please, if you are watching me and you are not commenting, you're not helping me. If you're not sending stars, even if you don't send stars, so if you're not sending love and like, you're not helping me. According to him, the police launched a homicide investigation and the singer's body was exhumed for autopsy to determine the cause of death and also gather crucial information and evidence. You will recall some years back, the Lagos State government built a art of state Kiniko and they burnt it. We got that. If that laboratory was not destroyed, we would not have had cause to send the sample from the deceased to the US for toxicology examination. It is sad to say that we are yet to receive the toxicology report. We are still awaiting the arrival of the report from the US. We will make the public outcome when we receive it. So they have not received the toxicology result. Mohbad 27 died last September under controversial circumstances and was secretly buried the next day. The nurse who administered a vaccine on him was arrested after she was found to be unlicensed. So now, what the police have told us, all the Oyinbo that we have read out, I want you to do the toxicology results because of the fact that we are always saying, "Awa gon lo tarawa." When we are protesting for what we want in the country to be good. It does happen abroad. I'm not saying it doesn't. People will destroy things. But woni ekpan parai, olohun paja, melulani. We had one of the best in Lagos. In fact, they said it was the best in the country. In Lagos State, and they burnt the forensic laboratory that we have. They burnt it down during NSAS. So, and you know what it takes? It takes billions to repair that. So they have not been able to do that. And that is why they have taken the sample abroad. Now, àwọn ọlọ́pàá fẹ́ ṣe màdàrú náà ṣe gbé result jáde. Àwọn kan tí Wùnmí bímọ fún àwọn ni wọ́n ní agbára tí àwọn ò ṣe rí result sí oríṣiríṣi. Today I saw that, like yesterday, in fact, it's because I've not been able to download. I saw Wùnmí carrying a baby. I don't know if I have it here. I saw Wùnmí carrying a baby and, you know, singing, calling on God to help her out, you know, of all this. And we all know what she's going through anyways, with all the bloggers and Baba himself. So we saw that Wùnmí tó sun ẹkún tó gbé ọmọ dání tó ń ké tó ń ṣe you understand but wọ́n ti sọ pé gbogbo ẹkún tó ń sun yẹn gbogbo àwọn bloggers bàbá ti jáde wípé ẹkún tó bá ń kó sun ẹ̀jẹ̀ kó lọ ṣe DNA làwọn béèrè fún àwọn ò fẹ́ rí omijé ẹ̀. But one thing I saw today which we will be able to treat very well tomorrow ni pé even though Aríwùnmí tó sun ẹkún tó gbé ọmọ ẹ̀ dání tó ń pe Ọlọ́run pé ìwọ Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ mi di ọwọ́ ẹ o ìwọ Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ mi di ọwọ́ ẹ ó jáde pẹ̀lú ọmọ ẹ̀ mi ṣe wá rí ẹ jẹ́ kí n wá jáde. I hate when I start looking for things because Wùnmí ké omijé jáde lójú ẹ̀ I really feel for am. Wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad o just in wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad o wàhálà máa wà ń bọ̀ láti rí báyìí kí wà ní gbogbo ilé ìwọ Ọlọ́run mo sọ pé ó fẹ́ ti bàbá yìí sí wàhálà ni ẹ̀yin tèmi wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad o kọ́mẹ̀ntì ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbọ́ wọ́n ti sún just in now wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad o àwọn management immobilization ti sún bàbá Mohbad o ẹ gbà mí ẹ bá mi pé gbogbo èèyàn wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad o suing for suing o wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad o ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tán sọ for defamation of character ìyẹn pọ̀ o wọ́n máa ti sún bàbá Mohbad ìmúláwá já sí aláìfẹ́ kalẹ̀ because tẹ́ bá 200 million lọ ní wọ́n sún bàbá Mohbad sí ẹ̀yin online in-law bàbá Mohbad ẹ̀yin tẹ́yìn tí bàbá did I not say these things àǹtí mi Kẹ́mi Àgàngà sincerely òun nìyí wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad ẹ gbà mí 200 million just in Mohbad's management sues Mohbad's father for defamation of character, ask him to withdraw his libelous statements. Pay 200 million naira. Ẹ gbà mí. Níbo ni bàbá ti fẹ́ rí 200 million naira? Bàbá Mohbad, wọ́n ti sún bàbá Mohbad, mo lọ ti fẹ́ rí 200 million. Mo sọ àbí mi ò sọ? Ṣé mi ò sọ? Wípé bí tó ń ti bàbá yìí lọ, ó máa go far. Ṣé mi ò sọ? Just this evening ni mo ń gbọ́ lórí platform èèyàn kan nínú àwọn bloggers wọn. They came in on that platform. She was doing a program. Emo blogger Baba was doing a program still on Wunmi, go and do DNA and all that. And some of these TikTokers came online to her page and called in. Emma, want to call in wo. Wọ́n call into the show and was saying, wípé àwọn pé Baba Mohbad ò gbé aago. Wípé because Baba Mohbad ó jẹ́ kó lọ sign níbì kan, àwọn ti sọ 3 million fún lawyer. Pé Baba Mohbad ló fẹ́ rí ńbẹ̀. Wípé kí Baba Mohbad wá sign lórí ọ̀rọ̀ DNA. Pé bàbá ti ń sá. Àwọn dẹ̀ ń bínú pé báwo ni bàbá ṣe máa sá táwọn ń ṣe wàhálà. Pé kí Wùnmí ṣe DNA, bàbá wá ń sá pamọ́. Bàbá ò dá wọn lóhùn. Títí Lọlá Ṣódípẹ̀ said she watched it. Pé bàbá ò dá wọn lóhùn. Wípé why would Baba be doing that? Bàbá ti ń withdraw. In fact, ẹni tó ń ṣe program náà ní àwọn náà rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn dẹ̀ ṣe ra mọ́tò fún bàbá ni. Wọ́n ṣe gbé mọ́tò, wọ́n ṣe já mọ́tò fún bàbá ni. Àwọn náà ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ṣe bínú ńgbà kan. Wípé àwọn pé bàbá ń ṣe báyìí, bàbá ò fẹ́ ṣe kinní mọ́. Kí ló dé? Remember the last one, no. That they said Baba is refusing to call Wunmi to do DNA. Because, you know what? Baba knows the truth. Baba mọ̀ pé ọmọ àwọn ló bí ọmọ yẹn. Wàláì. Baba mọ̀ pé Mohbad ló bí ọmọ yẹn. Ṣé bàbá tó sun ẹkún tó ń káàkiri? He comes online to like Yewande Musaku. Bàbá tó jẹ́ pé òwò ló gbé ọmọ obìnrin yìí ló gbé sẹ́yìn ló lọ ṣe àdúrà fún kó tó lóyún. The same ọmọ yẹn lè wálé ìkọ́lẹ̀ ni. Nígbà tí gbogbo kìíní tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ mo sọ mo ní bàbá Mohbad, these people will push you into trouble. How can you come online? National TV abẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n tí program yẹn tí mo ṣe. Tó wá sọ pé ọmọ ẹ̀ kọ wíìlì. Ṣé ìwọ fojú rí wíìlì náà? blogger yín yìí sọ lé ní pẹ̀lú with authority wípé wọ́n mú ọwọ́ Mohbad wọ́n tẹ̀ wọ́n fi ṣe thumbprint wípé ọmọ ọdún mélòó ní 26 tó ti ń kọ will ṣe fojú kan will ní bàbá Mohbad nǹkan téèyàn ò rí ta ló sọ fún yín 200 million. They are always contributing money in the deal. They will contribute money this time to the next. How can they be contributing money all the time? Nígbà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá. Ọlọ́run mi ò ní time láti ṣe program lálẹ́ ẹ̀yin tèmi. Ó rẹra. Mo feel so sad. Baba Mohbad, ṣé mi ò sọ? Ti defamation of character yìí, ọ̀dọ̀ tí Mohbad lélẹ́yìí o. Tí bàbá Fálànà yìí wà ńlẹ̀ o. Tí mo ti bàbá Fálànà àìsànjọ́ yẹn o. Tí Wùnmí lélẹ́yìí o. Tí management Wùnmí lélẹ́yìí. Tí management Mohbad o. Tí Wùnmí ò tí sí ń bẹ̀ o bàbá Mohbad. Wùnmí kọ́ ló kọ eléyìí o. Àwọn management tẹ́ná wà ń bẹ̀. Nígbà tó ń jọ ṣe, tó ń jọ thumbprint. These are the people that were last seen with Mohbad in the house. These are people you have accused. This includes your own son. It belongs to immobilization. That's Adura. Your own son. Ọmọ yín, ọmọ bíbí inú yín Adura. Ní èní, mo gbọ́ blogger yín tó tún ṣépè fún. Tó ní ohun ẹ̀ akàn lẹ́nu létí aráyé wípé ó ń kọrin. Daddy Mohbad, wàhálà wà lọ́rùn yín o. In fact, I just pray pé k'Ọlọ́run bá ṣíjú àánú wò yín. Kó dẹ̀ tètè là yín lójú inú. Kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé wàhálà wà. N tá ń pariwo látijọ́ yìí kò ń ṣe pé torí pé ti wà. Kò ṣe tó pé a fẹ́ràn Wùnmí. Kò ṣe pé a support Wùnmí. Torí tó bá owó Wùnmí ń bẹ̀ gbogbo àwa abiyamọ náà la máa jà. Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó wà tí ìbọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ńkọ́. Tí ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kó máa ṣe narratives oríṣiríṣi fún yín. Níbi tó le lára àwọn obìnrin yìí dé. Wọ́n dẹ̀ wà lórí line ní ọ̀sán yìí tó ń bá blogger yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ mú mi. Tí wọ́n bá blogger yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. Tí wọ́n sọ pé tí bàbá Mohbad bá ti wá ó máa dá 3 million àwọn padà. Àwọn ti sọ 3 million. Àwọn ti sanwó fún lọ́ọ̀yà. Àwọn ti gba SAN. Àwọn dáwọ́ àwọn gba SAN. Àwọn làwọn ní SAN. Please, why are you crying more than the bereaved? You concerned citizens. Now, everybody in wo. The main one is Baba Mohbad. 200 million. From the management of Mohbad. That you said they signed, they got the lawyer. It includes the lawyer, Darocha, your in-law, your own son, and others. Àwọn ló not comprise immobilization yìí. What's in flag wa? What's in flag wa? We have to go. What's in flag wa? I even jẹ́ kí mọ̀tẹ́ báyìí wà on. What's in flag? Ọlágan ni máa ṣe show Baba Mohbad no torí ó tètè rẹ̀ mi. Let me know if you just say hi. Let me know if we are still on. What's the flag? So you understand? Àwọn ilé ló yìí gbé wá. Mo sọ́njọ́ yẹn. Nígbà tẹ́ wo Baba Fálànà. Tẹ́ni Fálànà SAN. Okay, thank you so much, Mommy Wataira Bello Ladejobi. When you saw our own renowned son, you called him a killer. Accused wọ́n pé wọ́n fẹ́ pa yín pẹ̀lú Wùnmí. If anything happens to you, come Baba Fálànà. Pé Baba Fálànà wà nínú àwọn tó fẹ́ pa yín. A whole lawyer, a whole son. Baba Mohbad, wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n fún yín ní agbára. Agbára social media máa yàtọ̀ Baba Mohbad. Torí ẹ̀ mọ̀ pa social media ni. A dẹ̀ pè yín, a pa kíyèsí yín sí títí. Daddy ẹ padà. Mohbad social media lẹ́ ń sọ yìí. Eléyìí yàtọ̀. Èkó mà lẹ́wà. Àwọn tó ń bá yín ṣe yìí ìlú òyìnbó ló wà. If Fálànà himself now comes out and sue you, wọ́n á ní bàbá yẹn ṣèkà. Wọ́n á lè ṣe lose ọmọ yín ni. Wọ́n á ti gbàgbé gbogbo wa yìí náà láti máa gbàgbé gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe káàkiri, tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ káàkiri, tẹ́ ń sọ unfounded statements, unfounded things, tẹ́ ń sọ kiri. Àwọn tí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ àhesọ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ lórí social media. Mo sọ fún yín pé gbogbo àwọn akawà lórí social media ń ta máa jẹ là ń wá. Kò ń ṣèfẹ́ Mohbad ni most of us ní. Most people are on their platforms to make money, to have views. So, to continue to have views, you have to be giving something that people will buy. You are selling a product. You need to daily, every day. Bí èmi tí mo ń ta àgò nsìn. Ṣé ṣá mọ̀ pé ìgò àti irun làjọ kẹ́ńtà ìpè mi. Mo láti máa wọ ìgò tuntun every day. That people will start saying those words and they will like it and they will ask for it. Just like people selling stuff. And the stuff they are selling misinformation. Àhesọ ọ̀rọ̀. Ntí ò ṣẹlẹ̀. Òun làwọn ń tà lórí platform wọn. Wọ́n wá gbé wá fún yín bàbá Mohbad. Èyí náà bá wọn gbé. Lẹ wá ń gbé gẹ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀. Lẹ sọ́dọ̀ ọmọ tuntun. Àyìndé padà dọ́mọ tuntun o. Bàbá Joseph padà dọ́mọ tuntun. Mr. Lọ́ba padà dọ́mọ tuntun o. Mr. Lọ́ba padà dọ́mọ tuntun. Lọ́ba ń gbé yín gẹ̀gẹ̀, ló ń gbé yín sálẹ̀ nìkan. Àwọn yẹn wọ́n gbé fún yín, èyí wá ń gbé bí ọmọ tuntun. Ẹ wá mọ bí téèyàn ti ń sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ wá lọ sí national TV. Tí ò bá ṣe pé àwọn tí wọ́n láwọn manage yín gan, ìka ẹ̀dá ni wọ́n. Ẹ gbé dúró lórí àwọn rubbish platforms wa yìí. Ẹ wá gbé lọ sí TVC. Ẹ sọ pé Fálànà ó fẹ́ pa yín. Ẹ sọ pé àwọn management Mohbad wọ́n ti kó gbogbo owó inú àkáǹtì. Wọ́n ti mú ọmọ yín ọmọ 24 years, wọ́n ti jẹ́ kó kọ ọmọ 26 years, ó ti kọ will. Ó ti sign will lele, wọ́n ti pàfà, wọ́n pe lawyer. Lawyer was there. You saw the lawyer. Baba Mohbad. 200 million lẹ́yìn rí o. Tí Fálànà ń bọ̀ lọ́nà. Mo kàn ní já yín sí ni. Àfi tó bá lọ bẹ̀ bàbá. Tó bá lọ bẹ̀ bàbá Fálànà. Do wọn no da pé wọ́n ti ní kẹ́ retrace nǹkan tẹ́ sọ. Retract àbí kí lẹ máa ṣe retract náà ni. Àánú yín ṣe mí, tèmi dẹ̀ ṣọlọ́run. Daddy, Popsi Mohbad. Tí ń ṣe àánú yín ṣe mí gidi. Ọlọ́run. Then, Wunmi herself. It's so unfortunate that we Nigerians, we work so much with emotions. By the time Wunmi sues Baba now, because Wunmi, apart from the fact that she was rude when she called Baba, we have not seen anywhere to defame character Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad to defame character Wunmi in so many occasions. Wọ́n ti pè ní olóṣó. Wọ́n ní Wunmi transformer ni. Wọ́n ló máa ń pín kiri ni. Baba Mohbad ẹ̀ mọ ntẹ́ṣe fọ́mọ yẹn. Ẹ ti bọjọ́ ọ̀la ẹ̀jẹ̀. Àfikọ́ lọ má bọjọ́ ọ̀la ẹ̀jẹ̀. Nítorí àwọn ẹni tó bá tún fẹ́ lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la, gbogbo eléyìí ti wà káàkiri. Wọ́n á ní ṣọ́mọ aláṣẹ́wó yẹn ló fẹ́ gbé wá nú ilé mi ni. It's a big defamation of character, sir. Daddy tẹ́ bá mọ̀. Ẹ ti pé Wunmi ní apá ọkọ jẹ. Ẹ ní Wunmi ló pa Mohbad. Bàbá mi, ó dà pé kò yé yín. Ẹ ní Wunmi máa ń fún Mohbad ní. If you're killing somebody slowly, ẹ ló ti ń fi oògùn sóúnjẹ ọmọ yẹn díẹ̀. Ẹ pé yẹn gan lè fa àwọn ọpọlọ. Tó bá pé lóòótọ́ ló ń fi nǹkan fún Mohbad jẹ lálẹ́ tọmọ yẹn máa sùn. Ó kọ́kọ́ ń kú, ó ń pa brain ẹ̀. So ẹ accuse ẹ pé ó ti ń pọmọ yín slowly láti ilẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó wá pa tán pátápátá. ẹ̀tú sọ pé wọ́n ní wọ́n náà ń gun ni wọ́n náà rí gúngún kan. Baba Mohbad ó pọ̀ nílẹ̀ yẹn. Then telling your daughter-in-law to go and do DNA. Ẹ̀tú ti sọ pé ọmọ tó gbé wálé ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ lọ́mọ ẹ ti sọ. Dangote Ibrahim, you said, Auntie Ajoke, you are judging one-sided. Why is Wunmi running away from DNA? Okay, Dangote Ibrahim, I pray that you will not get into trouble. I pray that you the way Baba Mohbad has gotten into trouble. This is what I've been talking about. Maybe you don't understand my own play here. I'm not one-sided. You're getting it wrong. Mono mako Baba Mohbad si wàhálà. Àwọn unfounded things tí Baba Mohbad ń sọ, òun náà ti sún wọn ní 200 million. Nǹkan tá ń sọ nìyẹn. Ẹ má ti Baba Mohbad sínú wàhálà. Kí ló kàn mí pé kó lọ bá ṣe, bàbá òun kó lọ ṣe DNA. Bàbá òun kó má lọ ṣe DNA. Kí ló fa gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ DNA in the first place? Ṣebí torí pé àwọn Baba African television wọ́n rí pé àwọn lè take advantage káwọn rówó ń bẹ̀ ni. Abẹ́ ti gbàgbé pàṣírí tú ni. Daddy wa Ibrahim Reloaded àbí kí lẹ̀ ń jẹ́. And then you're saying Wunmi is even running from a DNA test. Did you hear today on their platform? On their platform, they said Baba has not, even the lawyer, Falana's chamber said, Baba has not written a letter from his lawyer has not brought, they have not done the proper thing to ask for the DNA, that they have to go to the court and ask for it. Abegbo, wọ́n ní bàbá ó jẹ́ kó lọ sí court, kó lọ béèrè for it ni. Abẹ́ rántí. Lẹ́ni lórí platform wọn, mo rí tó ń pè wọlé tí gbogbo àwọn blogger bàbá, àwọn fight for justice, tó ń bínú pé bàbá àwọn dúró de bàbá ní kóòtù. Ṣé God bless you, Dangote Ibrahim. But when do they, Baba, maybe you don't understand. They waited for Baba in the court. For Baba to come and sign. We say yes, he agrees that Wunmi should come and do DNA. Baba did not go. Are you getting me? So it's so nkoto mi nja fún nìyẹn pé kó má kó Baba sí wàhálà. Báwo ló ṣe máa jẹ́ kí Baba lọ sọ níta ní lójú gbogbo èèyàn wípé Falana fẹ́ pa àwọn. Báwo ló ṣe máa lọ sọ ló máa jẹ́ kí Baba lọ sọ nǹkan tó ju Baba ò rí wípé Mohbad ti kọ will. Blogger wọ́n yìí sọ lé ní pé Mohbad ti kọ will ó yìí dúró lé lórí. There are some things we don't say carelessly. Èló lẹ fẹ́ dá fún Baba? 200 million? 200 million? 200 million? Ẹ̀yin tèmi. A pàdé lọ́la. Kọ́lọ́run jí wa re. I wish us all the best. Thank you all. I love and appreciate every one of us. And for Wunmi, well, òun ṣe sọ pé tí Wunmi yìí wà ń bẹ̀. Tí Falana yìí wà ń bẹ̀. Baba Mohbad. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ nínú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi lọ́kì. Thank you, Dangote Ibrahim. Very wrong and defamatory. Ntí mò ń sọ nìyẹn. How can you have a management that manages you and they allow you to go to national television to say, I said it here. Maybe you were not here on that day when I heard. I said, Baba Mohbad, ṣé fojú yín rí wíìlì. Ntẹ́ sọ yìí pọ̀. Because one of management àwọn management ọmọ àwọn wọ́n wà ńbẹ̀. You get me? I love and appreciate every one of you. Baba Mohbad, bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́nú ẹ̀, shame lucky. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Call me for all your glasses. Help condition Ajoke. Ó dáa o.